I believe that that's the way, and I think the hard part that I want to talk to you further on, if you like to, is the segment, because I believe that every sector, agriculture, education, fashion, food, even the packaging, not food, you can, you're not going to ship the food, but the packaging, the logistics, everything, almost every industry will have to get into. It's going to be a lifeline. It's going to be a core concept of every industry.
Yeah.
So I think you look at the layers into cloud computing. There's a base layer that's good for everyone, like data storage and everything. And then later on, you have like analytic layers on top, or AI, or like specific things on top. So the layers into that, and each layers suits kind of different perspective on industries. And if you're willing to discuss, I know the time's running out and we're not going to have a lot of time, but what are you looking at in terms of industry, or timeline, or time frame? Because this is $1 million questions, or even $1 trillion questions, right? What are you gauging?
Right now, I mean, it's all about selling of information, also transfer of information. That's what we're looking at right now. Again, with cloud computing, remote. We have a company that like just basically just providing cloud servers so well that even the big companies themselves, if they were to do it themselves, it's going to be more expensive than just hiring these people. For example, satellites company we're looking at is that not only SpaceX but also other companies that that competes with it in different regions of the world. And as you said, like I mean, we have once we didn't bite into this company, but we have once given it opportunity to invest in the company that I forgot what's the name of that company now. It's off the tip of my tongue, but basically the same company that produced Pokemon Go, in that game.
Oh yeah.
And basically, and it's interesting because Pokemon Go, when you first have it, you have the augmented reality where this just sprite just runs around, this Pokemon runs around, and it ignores all the objects in your phone. But then later on, they developed this technology where they will read an image, and as such would create actually the illusion that the Pokemon that runs behind the object, right, that is in your phone. And just through this thing that they develop, it completely develops into this new segment where they actually then could have people, when they take pictures or when they're looking for Pokemon, they'll feed information in their phone. And via this visual information, they will actually be able to map out like this desk and all the objects on the interior of a room. So that now not only do you have Google Map, which provides 3D information of the city, you could actually start having the specific, constantly like updated versions of the interior and 3D model of the interior. And all because of this need of a game for this sprite to run around this thing, they've developed this new technology, and they realized that actually this technology is even more worthy. After the game is finished, there's no more Pokemon, people lost interest. There's this technology, this engine that they could actually then take this information and sell it to telecommunication companies and so on and so forth. Or, maybe even other nefarious reasons like military and such. But, so things like this, we actually passed on that investment a couple of years ago for various reasons. But yeah, I mean, something like this, which again, we are living in a world now where we are starting to try to calculate and assign a number and into each object on the reality. We're trying to create a virtual alter ego for it, especially for metaverse, for example. And then there are programs and computation power that will enable that to happen. And that's what we're trying to look into investing in.
Wow.
I don't know whether or not, it's a long-winded answer.